morning, everybody. I was fine. No, Ayo gave me the flu. I was fine when I
From where
came.
to where?
When I came in this morning, I was fine.
I literally saw you for the first time this morning when you came into
And
the
that's when
studio.
you gave it to me now.
Just like
And
that.
yes, because I was fine when I entered this place. Good morning. All right. So thank God it's Friday. It's Friday.
Yes, it is the weekend.
Yeah. All right. So what's happening this weekend? Oh yeah, great weekend ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be talking about Chelsea. They got their first win against Brighton. Jollof rice, we did not see. Small chops, we did not see. We will call see people again.
Do
We
you
should make
do
sacrifices.
you share jollof rice for primary school graduation?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
We, if in fact, from reception to primary school, we
Share
shared
jollof
your
rice.
yeah, a little bit about uh Mourinho and his struggles because it
Mm.
has been a horrible start to the
Yes,
season.
it has.
But first of all, I want to touch on Mason Greenwood. You know, he was playing yesterday, and people, the opposition fans, not the Hetafe fans, but the opposition fans started chanting at him that he should die. I don't know
That is just
yeah,
horrible
and
behavior.
that's just horrible behavior. I don't care what you believe about his private situation, you just don't do that. So I think it's something that needs to be addressed and urgently too. Um, that's the one on one hand, and then early hours of this morning, after Iga Swiatek woke me up at 5:30 a.m. to watch her play in Japan, she now loses to Kudermetova, a player she has not lost to before. So this year
Mm.
alone, she's lost to Coco Gauff, a player she hadn't lost to before, and she lost to Jessica Pegula, a player she also hadn't lost to before.
Mm.
And now it's Kudermetova. I'm done with Coco Gauff, with Iga Swiatek.
A year of first,
Yeah, yeah,
if I can put
first.
it that
So,
way.
all of those bad things happened this morning, but we're going to be talking about the good things that are happening. Liverpool taking on
Tottenham
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Hotspur.
I almost said San Antonio Spurs. Tega. Tottenham Hotspurs. On Saturday we'll be talking about that. Get your predictions ready. Get your analysis ready because we'll be taking that. And on that note, Ayo, tell us how can we be a part of this lovely locker room?
That's right. For all our wonderful listeners out there, to be part of the locker room, you can send in your messages via WhatsApp on 0809 You can also give us a call on 0144899810. And we are also streaming live on YouTube. Yes, you can catch us at Smooth 981 FM Lagos and see how awesome Tega looks this morning.
If you insist. All right, so let's start with the headlines first, and then we go into the stories.
Alrighty, so headlines concerning Victor Osimhen. Napoli never meant to offend or mock this for the TikTok video.
Mhm.
Damian Lillard joins Trailblazers. Liverpool face tough test at boyhood fan Postecoglou's Spurs. Mourinho enduring worst start as Roma struggles continues. So much going on there. Barcelona under investigation for suspected bribery in refereeing case, according to the court. Interesting one. Pochettino hoping Chelsea can build momentum after Brighton win. Hurricanes Bayern seek swift revenge against title contenders RB Leipzig. Milan eye Syria summit, but injuries test depleted squad.
All right. And on that note, we start from the no
Victor's,
apology.
yeah, no apology. Yes, coming out of it. So Napoli have said they never meant to offend or mock Victor Osimhen in a social media post, but they just stopped short of publicly apologizing to him. They just went, reached the junction, just stopped.
Yes. So basically, they put out a statement that the club is not they're not trying to mock him, and they don't want anybody to take advantage of the situation as it is, or try to manipulate the situation as it is. And that they use their social media to communicate, and it was not meant to be a mockery, and and
So what was it supposed to be?
I wait, no, that's not what they want. That's not the one that's doing me now. So they wrote a full statement when they could have just said, "We are sorry.
Simple.
We are sorry. Somebody made a mistake. In fact, throw somebody under the bus. This is one of your best players. Do you know what they just told him? Not vex, so if you the vex." That's all they said. In all of that, they're like, we didn't mean to offend you. We respect you. We acknowledge your impact. We don't want people to take advantage of this situation. On that note, Victor Osimhen, if you don't go to that Saudi Arabia, you see when I was telling him at the start of this season, when they brought all that plenty money, I said, Victor,
Arab money.
Victor, I am your sister. This thing you don't need to do it. Just go to Saudi Arabia 2 years, collect money. You can come back
Set
and
yourself up.
we already know you're a great goal scorer. You scored in Europe. You go 2 years, you collect that arm rubber salary. You come back and then prove your worth by that video. No.
But Tega, looking at this TikTok video, I mean, in all your years, I know that other clubs, other fans troll players from other clubs and make fun of
Yes.
them. But have you ever
I've
seen
not this one
a
I've not
club
seen. I've
troll
not
and make
seen.
fun of its
You
own
know,
players?
when I saw the video, I was trying to look for the banter angle. Like I was like, what what is the purpose of
Italy, black man in Italy.
yeah. Someone that would have collected that Saudi money. When I was telling them, they say, Tega, money is not everything. Now we did so.
That money loud.
Money is not everything. Now they insult you on top of the 2 naira that they are paying you.
That money loud though.
You have gone to Saudi Arabia now.
Ah,
See whether Napoli can talk to you from there.
just set up for life.
Do you understand? I'm not even saying go forever. Just okay, 1 year of that money.
When you have that money safe.
But do you understand? You now stayed, they now cost you on top. They now do full video, and now they are not giving you apology.
The verse, when you say one offend, you know verse. So you have take tissue, wipe your nose.
Face your work. That's what they are telling him basically. We didn't mean to offend you. Don't let anybody deceive you. Face your work. After all, we are paying you salary.
I know that. I mean, social media, trying different things, different angles and approaches, but I
No,
have
no, no,
never
that's
seen.
not banter. That's what I was saying. I've seen bloopers now. I've seen bloopers.
But actively making a video
Yeah.
to deride your
Own
own
player.
players.
I've not seen that one.
It's never loaded.
Never load here. Let me load it here.
Okay, still on.
Okay, so it's coming up.
Okay, when we go back, should we take messages?
So when we'll come back with messages, and then
Talk about Mourinho.
we'll talk about Mourinho's problems.
Third season syndrome.
So you start from here.
Okay, okay, problem.
We'll start from YouTube, and then we'll go to WhatsApp.
Okay.
This is Paul, and you're listening to Smooth Breakfast.
Are we back?
Yeah. Alrighty, welcome back to the second half of the locker room right here on Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 98.1. My name is Ayo, and of course Tega is still right here with me, taking a look at the sports stories making the rounds from all around the world. And you can be a part of Locker Room this morning by sending your messages in via WhatsApp on 0809440981. You can also catch us on the live stream at Smooth 981 FM Lagos on YouTube. See how awesome we look in the studio this morning.
Yep. So let's start with a message from YouTube, and this is from LK Aderoba.
Yeah, says Napoli statements in summary. Victor, if the video vex you, no vex, so we no fit kill ourselves.
Abby, we cannot come and die.
Just imagine. On WhatsApp, this is AY from Oniru, who says Napoli did not offer, in caps, an apology to Victor Osimhen. Instead, they claimed that their actions weren't meant to offend him. I'm utterly disappointed with that club, especially after everything Victor has helped them achieve, and this is how they treat him. Racism is still very much in Italian football. Was that a racist situation? I
don't want to say it was a
I
racist
think
situation.
it
I
was.
just want to think it was a joke in poor taste. Very
very
inappropriate.
yes, very very poor taste, if I can say so. Okay, Tayo says make Tega fine again. Okay, right. Tega is fine, she's fine. He further says Napoli that didn't recognize Osimhen for his heroics on social media last season are now telling him not to bother the insider trolls. Must be very funny. Tega, please, which club are we and Osimhen going to by January? They'll learn. Don't play. He says Liverpool Tottenham is looking like a 3-1 win for Liverpool with Spurs scoring first. Following
Follow
the
the
template.
script, yes.
Arsenal draw points against Spurs. That's just it. I see Liverpool beating them black and blue. Tottenham 1, Liverpool 3. What's going on?
That's the scoreline, huh?
Yeah,
says.
Mida says, good morning, Tega. I'm happy the NPFL is resuming. I'll be shamelessly supporting three teams, Sunshine Stars, Remo Stars, and Sporting Lagos. And I'll be watching most matches in Lagos. I'm predicting a 2-2 draw between Liverpool and Spurs, Madrid to lose, and Leipzig to beat Bayern Munich again.
Oh, wow.
Well, let me put one more in here. Hey, Tega and Ayo shown here. First time tuning in on the show. You are living proof. My wife, wherever she is, must watch at least 4 different sports. Thank you for joining us. Concerning the Damian Lillard trade, the NBA should create a rule for teams to stop creating super teams.
Well, there's that.
Imagine Giannis driving to the rim only to throw it out to Dame on the top on the logo to score a 3. The league is finished. Speaking as a Mavs fan.
Yeah, he says the league is finished. Okay, I keep saying that defense is not as solid as it should be. Let's take one more message.
Yes, here on YouTube.
From YouTube.
Obisheson says, Tega! Victor go explain. He go explain tire. When we were advising him to grab Arab money, he sued for loyalty. Oyana, see your Napoli now. SMD.
I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure.
But so keep sending your messages. We're waiting to see. First of all, we want to know what your predictions of Tottenham taking on Liverpool will be. That game happens. That match is on Saturday. So what do you think the scoreline will be? Some people are saying 3-1 in favor of Liverpool. Somebody said 2-2. What do you think the scoreline will be? On that note, let's move on to Jose Mourinho and his village people problem.
Jose Mourinho, village people, and third season syndrome. Anyways, Jose Mourinho said he's enduring the worst start to a season as a manager after AS Roma's 4-1 defeat at Genoa on Thursday left them hanging above the Serie A relegation zone.
Yeah, so I thought they had recovered when they came back and won that 7-0.
7 against
I was
Empoli.
like, okay, everybody's flowing. The juices are flowing now. They are going to be back to it.
Juices dried up.
Juices. Look, let me tell you how shocked I was. So, Genoa takes the lead, and then Roma equalizes. I was like, okay, now that they're stabilized, they're going to go on from here to win it. Did me like movie magic. In fact, the way they hit me in the eye with the goals that they considered, 4 goals, 3 goals after that. So match ended 4-1. And Jose Mourinho is saying defensively, he can see the shape of his team struggling. I'm like, yeah, we could see that from the first season, but it's okay for you to recognize it today. So yeah, maybe it's a third season syndrome. Or maybe it's just the way Roma has bought over the years, especially recently, and they seem to be buying out of favor, ready to move on players. It's not, they haven't really bought, more like they have taken advantage of shoddy situations. So I understand that the financial situation in the entire Italian Serie A is tricky, but even the way Roma tends to bring in players, it's like they're the last option before we give up on football. Roma. In fact, if I look at David De Gea, his agent should be talking to Roma because they will take him. They will have space.
Would he want to be part of that project right now?
That's part of the problem. So really tough one for Roma. Defensively, they are so fragile. Offensively, they have not yet clicked. And they have the players, to make the difference. It's just that sometimes the players are not available through injuries and all of that. So it's a really tricky start for Jose Mourinho. Hopefully he can turn this around. But right now, relegation, him is very intimate with relegation. But it's early days in the season.
It's early days. About 6 games, I think 1 win, 2 draws,
and then losses.
And losses. But do you think he's going to weather this storm, or will he be fired, or will he walk away? Well, no, Jose doesn't walk away. Doesn't walk away from that.
Jose doesn't
paycheck.
like to walk away. That's part of the problem, because sometimes you can see that the ship is going down. It's better to just take a life jacket and and take your chances with the sea. But Jose Mourinho likes to do that though. I will go down with this ship. So let's see whether he walks or he gets fired. Chances are either he revives them or he gets fired. I'm not sure he's walking.
All right. Let's talk Barcelona here. And of course, they're once again in the news because they are under formal investigation for suspected bribery in a probe spanning 2 decades of activities at the country's refereeing committee, according to a court document seen by Reuters on Thursday. Now, I know a lot
All
of people
right.
around the world are like,
No, no, no. You see,
finally.
Oga. So Chelsea fans, let me just bust your bubble now. Chelsea fans, this is not about you. This refereeing corruption case is for La Liga. La Liga. This is not about you. Before you start to remember all your bitterness and anger that and
Uh,
you'll be
two,
holding against Barcelona.
2009 Champions
Do
League.
you understand?
We
This is
know, we
not
know.
Champions League. This is La Liga problem. For you start saying, I said it. I knew it. You didn't know it. This is not that fight. But in the La Liga itself, so Barcelona is claiming that whatever payments they gave to that refereeing head, it had nothing to do with the results. And you can argue that. You watched Barcelona play for their titles. And yes, they got some favorable decisions, but decisions that some of them get that they got sometimes where decisions that big teams get against smaller teams. I've seen Real Madrid get favorable decisions to big team. I've seen Atletico Madrid play against smaller teams and get favorable decisions. So you could, I mean, the decisions they got away with, they're favorable decisions, but you could say based on the play
Mm.
on the football pitch, they did win the La Liga titles they won. But that is not the issue. If money transferred hands, you cannot categorically say there was no corruption.
Why is the money even transferring hands?
They will that one they will explain to court. I'm just saying that based on what they played, you could say they could have won the league. So why did the money have to transfer hands? So I want to understand what that money payment was for. Be-
Hmm.
because based on the players that they had, the teams that they had, I mean, remember when they had the Fantastic Four? Remember when they had Frank Rijkaard as coach? They had a fantastic team.
They did. They did.
And then he left. Then the next fantastic team was Pep Guardiola, and those teams, even with enemies for refereeing, they still win the league. So
Mm.
why did money need to change hands? But again, at the end of the day, once they decide that there was corruption, it will automatically taint those titles,
But
which is sad.
could they be stripped of those titles at the end of the
That's
day?
the one I want to know. That's the one I want to know. Because if I'm Pep Guardiola and they strip my team of those, he will pay me. A tough one. But whilst they deal with that in court today, on the field of play, they'll be facing a Sevilla side that it's like a box of chocolates. You never know which one is coming out. Could be a great Sevilla side that would test you, frustrate you, and even probably defeat you, or it could be a Sevilla side that will roll over and you can score 4 goals.
Hmm.
So
A
we don't.
serious case of Russian roulette.
Yes, serious case of what's the name of that? Forrest Gump. So we wait to see. So that match takes place this evening. So Barcelona taking on Sevilla. This time Barcelona is home. Remember last time out midweek, Barcelona dropped 2 points because they
Mm.
drew their match.
Against
Let's
Mallorca.
see. Yes. So let's see if they'll be able to bounce back with this one. Because as it is, Girona is at the top of the table.
Indeed.
That's not a good look for La Liga.
Ah.
But then
Early
again,
days. Early days. All right, Tega, really, really, really quickly, let's just talk about Chelsea and the
yeah.
future.
So Chelsea defeated Brighton. Of all, I mean, Chelsea picked one of the informed teams in the Premier League to show their muscle. And that was a good win. I was saying on Wednesday that it was important that Chelsea did get one win at least. That can boost confidence, that can build morale in the team. And so they defeated Brighton by 1 goal to nil. And it's a great win because when you defeat an opponent like that, your team begins to believe in what they are capable of doing. And so this weekend they're going to come out against Fulham. So that's
Right.
a London derby.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's a tricky side too because this Fulham side scores goals. They are quick on the counter. They play expansive football and expressive football. It can be a tricky one, but if Chelsea can just get some back-to-back results, that's what they really need.
Well, let's see if Chelsea will get results or they will pull an AS Roma.
All right. So on that note, let's take some messages before we round up for the weekend.
All right, Shegun says, hi guys. If Napoli didn't put up the TikTok video to celebrate his goal scoring heroics last season, why did they put up a video to mock the guy in his low
Thank
moment?
you.
People will always escalate one shot comments now. Wow. Tayo says, out of favor and ready to move players. Why does this situation speak in Sancho? Ouch. Barcelona and formal investigations go hand in hand like 5.0 and 5.1. No space in between. Investigators press neck. All right. Thank you so much, Tayo, and everyone who sent in messages this morning on the locker room. Tega, great having you in as always.
All right. So see you on Monday with more banter. Please pray that your team should win, because if it doesn't win, well, you know how we do it on the locker room. On that note, Ayo, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you all for being a part of the locker room. Stick around because at 9 o'clock Lagos, you're going to get talking on Lagos Talks. Don't go anywhere.
So because you fix nails now, you'll be opening our door anyhow.